So in the last part we saw the wolf fighting with some birds, then fighting with King Kong, fighting with Godzilla, and fighting with Deathbird. Does this wolf never get tired? When you see he keeps on fighting but there is no one. Then in the beginning of this part we see that this Lovebird had attacked Godzilla with its feather, and that attack goes directly towards Godzilla, and Godzilla is completely surprised to see it, but still Godzilla attacks him. You are able to escape with great difficulty and his attack is very dangerous. Then the Lovebird says that if you knew how precious this feather is, then you would be very grateful. To save Monkey Girl no one will come here to help you, and by saying this he does his dangerous attack on Godzilla and drop lot of trees on him, and Godzilla gets stuck there. That girl very much she is happy, and Godzilla is thinking in his mind that because of this tree I am not able to move even if it is like this. If there is one more attack on me then there will be a lot of pressure on me, and now the girl is very happy. And says that I am enjoying very much by punishing you. You guys stole my transformation fruit from her. But I can forgive you if you apologize to me, and at the same time you come to know that there is so much difference between us. And now this Lovebird transforms again and starts going from there, and all this Godzilla is watching and says, no matter how you look, but you are ugly, you are not a great person, I have no Reagan left now, so I will let you go from here. Godzilla, this Deathbird from here, doesn't want to let go because he has to save both King Kong and Wolf, but the distance of his explosive bomb can't go far, and this Bird will easily block all the attacks, but still Godzilla tries and charges himself. Then uses the direct explosive bomb attacks, but this Deathbird sees him and stops him, and so that now that attack gets reflected, and also says no matter how much you try but your attack is not on me, won't affect. But Godzilla says you can block only one attack of mine, but what if I do 3 attacks at once, how will you be able to stop them? But still Deathbird doesn't care much, she says no matter how many attacks you do, I will stop all of them, and she starts kicking all the attacks, but the attack which is being reflected is going towards Deathbird's companions because Godzilla has understood that he can use his attack. How can control and hit the direct key so that those birds have trouble in flying, and when Deathbird sees it becomes more angry, and then after that King Kong gets more angry, then after that catches the bird and throws it to the ground and frees itself, and King Kong becomes more angry than Godzilla. King calms Kong down, and then King Kong says, I'm sorry brother, I couldn't save that wolf, and Godzilla says it doesn't matter who the wolf is, he fell between the trees, so maybe he'll be fine. Now our first task is to fight with this ugly bird. Its feather is like a wind blade. You have to be careful, and after that Godzilla says that whatever comes in your hand, you directly attack the bird. Then King Kong, the companion of these birds, comes in the hand and direct catches him and throws him towards him. But the Deathbird escapes from that attack. Then Godzilla attacks with explosives bomb, and Deathbird is saved from that attack, and after seeing this, Godzilla and King Kong get more angry, but suddenly the wolf comes there and climbs on top of Godzilla and jumps so that Death is on top of the bird and moves directly towards it and makes an attack on it. But this bird saves from that attack and says that Wolf, you are supporting both of them. You should support me, and the condition of this bird is very bad. In fact this wolf is a dangerous swordsman. Then after this all the feathers of the bird now start falling down. Deathbird becomes very sad seeing this, and the wolf sits in its right place. In fact, this wolf is a Sigma wolf. Cut all the feathers of Deathbird with the help of his sword. Gives, and Godzilla is thinking in his mind that girl who can summon wind blade with the help of her feather. This girl is really very dangerous, but right now this wolf is more dangerous, so Godzilla comes to them and says, why don't we all come in a team, then after that we will fight with this strange bird. But the wolf says that the Deathbird will not be able to run away from place because there are too many trees in this place, it is a dense forest, and we can beat this bird here very comfortably. And Godzilla says, brother, you help me kill this bird to defeat, then after that we will fight comfortably in human form. Then after hearing this, Deathbird says, do you remember when you were in front of me, I left your life, I let you go, and you helped this wolf once to cut off all my feathers, and it's thinking in its head that I must run away from here or else they will cut off all my feathers. Once it reaches the air, these people will not be able to do anything to me. That's why I have to find some way or the other. Then Godzilla says you want to run away from here but it can't happen, you have stopped that wolf and my fight, so now you can't go anywhere from here. And this bird says, so what do you want me to forgive you, Mangu? This can never happen. But Godzilla says, look, we four together can defeat that reptile king, otherwise see the wolf will cut all your feathers. Understand this is a kind of blackmail, but this bird says no matter what happens, I am not going to support all three of you. I will just run away from here. But Godzilla says, you try it. This forest is very dense. You will not be able to run away from here, and also it will kill the bird. She also knows that she will not be able to run away from here because there are many trees here, but still she tries to run away from here, and only then the wolf attacks her with his sword, and with his attack it is very difficult. The bird survives. In fact, this bird's life has been spoiler, but no one else. Then this bird looks upwards where its companions are flying. Then she calls them, and after that those birds start coming down very fast, but in front of those birds our favorite King Kong cuts a tree and directly starts killing those birds, and that bird they end in a while. But this death bird needed this chance to escape from here, so now she is running with great speed, just it has to fly once. Then Godzilla King Kong wolf will not be able to do anything, but Godzilla sees that the bird is running like an ostrich. Then what was it? Godzilla falls behind this tall bird. Now it starts running. But it has to be admitted that the speed of Godzilla is very fast. It runs very fast. Cannon comes directly in front of this bird, and after that does a tremendous body slam attack, and because of which the bird goes very far and falls. The life of this bird is very bad, but it is fun to watch it again. Later Godzilla appears in front of him and says, look, we are not that much, if you join us that reptile no one will do anything to you in defeating Rang. Why don't you join us? But still this bird is not going to believe. Don't know what ego is inside it, and this bird attacks Godzilla and says, hey, do you think anyone can bully me that easily? And then the wolf comes up from behind and bites one of his feathers in a very badass way. I have only one thing to say for this wolf: the wolf is not a lone wolf, or the wolf is a Sigma lone wolf. And after seeing this bird gets very angry. All its feathers have been cut by this wolf, and it angrily says that you do not know I don't have to do anything to get these feathers. These feathers are made from the live blood of those monsters. And after hearing this, Godzilla understands how this bird got those feathers. He made these feathers by eating all the monsters who ate that transformation fruit. Then the crystal that came out of it. And knowing that after this, Godzilla gets very angry and says that you have become our worst enemy. You really do not deserve to be a friend, and today I will not let you go alive from here no matter what I have to do. Don't have to. And this bird also says, what do you think I will leave here? I am not going to leave now. You guys have ruined all my feathers. I earned them very hard. Now this thing I will take revenge from your life now. Now this bird gets very angry and it is about to attack Godzilla King Kong on both of them, and it makes a dangerous attack on both of them and says that now you guys will know that fight with me. What is the result of this? And Godzilla is also very surprised. Don't know how it is doing this magic attack. It will have at least 30 or 50 feathers, which will end very soon. And this bird, the attack is very dangerous. Just like a tornado, which is destroying everything, and so that now even Godzilla starts having trouble. He cannot stand in front of this wind, and after going too far, he is going to fall. It seems. And then King Kong says from behind that, brother, come here. And Godzilla goes to King Kong, but one thing has to be accepted, that King Kong is very intelligent. He had already dug a pit. It is very wise to save yourself from this storm. Then King Kong and Godzilla are watching that the power of the tornado is now slowly decreasing. But still this bird is very angry, and Godzilla is thinking in his mind that where is the wolf? He is not visible. I have changed, but do we just have to have fun? Then suddenly Godzilla sees some creatures coming flying from above, and when we see them it is very dangerous chicks bird which live in group, and their length is 5 to 6 meters and their weight is 5 tons. But when they are in the group, no matter how big the creatures are in front of them, they defeat them very comfortably because those who they have teeth. They are very sharp, and Godzilla also sees that this dangerous bird is coming towards them. That's why Godzilla starts running away from here with King Kong, and at the same time these birds are behind both of them. But Godzilla stops because he doesn't want the wolf to be in danger, so he tells King Kong that I handle you. As soon as you get a chance you run away from here and save the wolf. Then after that Godzilla starts fighting with these birds and King Kong starts running away from there, but Godzilla is hurt a lot because the teeth of birds are very sharp, and Godzilla says that you people seem to have a habit of biting anyone. But don't you know that I am the ancestor of the bitter, and by saying this, Godzilla is one of them. Eats one and gets a lot of evolution points, and its biting power has been improved and all its wounds heal. But the birds still attack Godzilla. Are being done, and I am feeling very strange seeing this thing. If I am right, then you are comedy, mister. These birds are eating Godzilla and Godzilla is eating birds. What is really going on? And Godzilla, there is a lot of pain, but he is suffering and says, come on chicks, let's see who first finish food. Then after this, the bird attacks the wolf with its claws. But the wolf escapes from its attack. But still this wolf starts facing a little difficulty because the bird's attack has become more powerful than before. And with great speed this bird is also attacking this wolf, but this wolf thinks I just have to find one chance and I have to run away from here, and I know they both must have run away before this bird attack, so I will not have to do much. I will have to run away from here. But this bird is not going to give up chasing this wolf and reaches very fast to attack this wolf. But only then someone says that wolf, you are more panicked. Don't do it, I am here to help you and to help that wolf. King Kong comes there, and seeing this the wolf says, after all, why have you come here? It is not your job. And then suddenly the bird that is King Kong makes a dangerous attack, and that bird's attack is directly hit by King Kong, due to which he is very far away. Goes and falls. Then after that the wolf comes to King Kong and says, solve the problem with me, bird. And King Kong says, Godzilla said we have to face this bird together. But wolf says that I don't talk with silly girls, but you will come my way. But King Kong says we are not going anywhere, leaving you. And after hearing this, wolf starts remembering his past where his master goes ahead and this wolf is following him, but his master says that soldier wolf, you go away from here, your size is too big. But this wolf does not want to leave his master, and after hearing this the wolf says, the truth, me, you both are silly and cute. Then suddenly that bird attacks King Kong with its claws, and after seeing this the wolf starts getting very angry and he comes in his rage mode and directly in his teeth holding a sword moves forward to attack that bird, and after seeing this, Mir gets a sword. Remembers the eagle whose name is Zoro, who can use 3 swords at once and attack his enemy, which wolf attacks on the bird so that it gets injured and falls down on the ground, and at the same time the wolf gets an attack so that he starts going away, and then King Kong catches that wolf. Then tells him to keep quiet and runs away with him. Then after this the scene shifts and we see Godzilla, who has defeated all those chicks birds, and then all of a sudden there is King Kong and the wolf, and Godzilla says, I'm so glad to see you too, good you're there, ran away from here. And King Kong also says that we ran away as soon as we got a chance. Then the wolf says that how do you guys think that we will be able to defeat the monster that is spreading disaster everywhere? So Godzilla says that there is a solution to every problem. That bird is very dangerous in the open because there it can attack with its wind blade. But if she is in a cave she will not be able to use her powers. And after hearing this wolf says that in reality humans always have solutions, but Godzilla says, we have found a way, but where will that place be then? After this the wolf tells Godzilla that I already knew that the bird used to invite other monsters to eat that transformation fruit and then consume the crystal. That is after that, but I didn't say anything to her, because I wanted a human body, so I will be your bait, because of which that bird will come to that place. But King Kong says, I know a place which is the same reptile king's cave, and me first also remember those reptiles beat that bird very bad, and maybe the wolf will not know anything about that place, so I will be the bait. And then Godzilla says, don't you know who that bird is now? How much must have gone mad if she caught you? Then King Kong says, I know, but she will never be able to catch me. Then after that the bird starts flying back in the air and starts moving forward with great speed, and Godzilla has been saying that while I was here, I will always be under the protection of King Kong. used to do, and I was not here, so before that King Kong used to fight alone with those reptiles, and now I am here, so we both fight together. Then after that Godzilla says, so now it's okay to act as bait, he leaves it on Yumi, and the wolf will try to stop that bird from coming to you, and then he starts calling his orange rat, and there King Kong comes in his human form. Then after that Godzilla says to the wolf that, brother, you hide in my mouth, and now that we have prepared for the battle, now is the time for action. Then the rat also comes there, and the girl sits on it. Then after this the girl is going forward very fast sitting on that mouse, and when she sees that bird she says that still this bird is looking for that wolf only, so she takes that bird towards her. She starts going to attract and tells the mouse that you go ahead and wait for me. Then she jumps up a tree and starts screaming. Then we are shown two saber-tooth cat talking to each other. They are saying that this girl is doing trick again. Then the second saber-tooth cat says that this girl should update her trick. It is very outdated, but when both of them look up, it is very old. With speed, the same bird starts going towards that girl, and seeing this, the condition of both these idiots gets worse, and that bird attacks that girl with great speed. But that girl does not fight with that bird. Survives the attack and starts running away sitting on the rat, but this bird is not able to understand why this girl has come in her human form. But he says, no, I don't know. I will kill it like this and consume its crystal, so that I will become more powerful. Then she says, but this forest is very dense. I will not follow this girl for long. I will get it. So she calls out to her companions, but her companions have been killed by Godzilla, and after seeing this, she says that this is just a waste of my time. But still some companions of that bird come, who are now they are chasing this girl, but the speed of the rat is very fast and they are going forward with speed, but some birds come from the front which attack the girl, but still she survives all their attacks. And then we are shown Godzilla, who is very fast going towards those birds. Then the girl, after that she grabs a vine, and then suddenly a giant jumps on her. The bird attacks, but at the right time that girl escapes from its attack, and that bird gets trapped in that vine, and behind it its companions also get trapped. That's what Godzilla taught to this girl. Then after this Godzilla says, King Kong, look behind you, and that bird makes an attack on this girl, so that this girl starts flying in the air, but herself somehow saves, and now Godzilla comes in front of that bird, and then he attacks with his defensive power, but that bird settles from Godzilla's attack, and after seeing this Godzilla gets angry and he makes a vigorous jump. Hits so that he goes up in the air, and while doing his attack says, now you face my wolf-bearing missile. If you liked this video and want to see the next part, subscribe my channel. I will upload the next part tomorrow. See you in another video. Till then, bye.